to comply with this order, I think she can do that, Judge. I think the probation, as long as it's low as compliance, it has had the rehabilitative effect that this court, I believe, intended for it to have.
I don't think so. I don't think she rehabilitated in the least. And this is what I'm saying. Because I disagree with you. One thing I know for sure, my work, I speak so clearly. I make my intentions known. This isn't the first time Ms. Young is hearing me say these things today. This is not the first time. But apparently, as my mother and my grandmother used to say, she don't believe fat meat is greasy. She feel like, oh, the judge she's not really going to do.
Oh man, she's on a roll today. She is on a roll.
Do what she said she was going to do. Ms. Young is before this court, as you have so eloquently said, on a child abuse case. Child abuse. And you all want me to keep fooling around with Ms. Young as opposed to requiring her to do this stuff. I don't have time to keep coming back and forth with Ms. Young. She's here on child abuse and operating under the influence. Now, this is ridiculous. She should probably listen. Maybe Ms. Young needs a trip to the Wayne County Jail to help her see that she does not want to stay there for the amount of time. And I said 93 days, but I don't know which degree child abuse this is, and whether it's a 1 year or 93-day misdemeanor, and then second degree. So this might be a 1 year misdemeanor. This second degree.
It's fourth, Judge. That's the misdemeanor. Oh. I think it's a year, but it's fourth.
Yeah.
Oh, she pled to the one that's fourth degree.
Yes.
But it's still a year.
I believe
so. She's gonna be going to jail for 365 days.
And I would argue that she's going to be doing these 7 days of community service. Someplace where she can use her walker to do that. I would argue that she's going to continue to sit under the tutelage and supervision.
No, Ms. Peep, I'm sorry that I didn't read that. Oh, I hate to hear that. You will definitely be in our prayers, Ms. Peep. Absolutely. I hope you get better.
A probation officer Bumpus and make sure that she does everything she can do, not to have to go be a patient with the medical unit over at the Wayne County Jail.
Okay, well, it seems like to me, I might need to increase the supervision fees, because it seems like Miss Bumpus I'm trying to spotlight again because I'm trying to see y'all. Seems like Miss Bumpus is getting a lot of extra work. This is requiring a lot of extra oversight, a lot of extra push. Seems like nobody wouldn't have to push me not to go to jail. No, nobody wouldn't have to say 2 or 3 or 4 times to me, if you don't do this, you're going to go to jail. No, it seemed like nobody would have to do that to me. But I'm not Miss Young. She's going to keep coming here pretending like she got these medical emergencies. She's going to keep on using whatever those restrictions are as her excuse. And what I'm going to tell you is that I won't lose jurisdiction over Miss Young, which is going to occur in September. If Miss Young comes back to me at the next review, because this will be then the 3rd time that she's come back to me in the same situation that she left the first time. If she comes back with the same stuff, I'm just revoking the probation. And then maybe she won't do the whole year because she's done couple of things on the probation. But let me be clear. She must test. And she must keep up with the testing herself. I'm not keeping up with whether it's a day for her to go pay, a day for her to go test, a day for her to do this. She has to keep up with it. And if she says they didn't call her, then she needs to challenge it. She needs to challenge it appropriately. But I'm not going to keep doing this with Miss Young. I'm not. When I tell you this is the last time that Miss Young is going to tell me about her restrictions, that clearly we could find her some community service within those restrictions. This is the last time she's going to use some restrictions that just came about a whole year into her. Yeah. Stop talking to the officer, ma'am. You need to be listening to me. Restrictions that didn't come about until after she's been on probation for a whole year and a half. Now, certainly that's not what we're leaning on. So I'm going to give her a date to come back. And if she feels like she's not going to do the community service until after that April date, that's her business. That's her business. But in May or in June, because I think I'm bringing back in June, her little situation, she needs to get her affairs in order. And then trust this. Trust this. If she don't come back, I'm going to send them to execute the warrant. I'm going to specifically call and ask for an execution of this warrant. And so wherever she is, at the doctor, at her house, back to work, she's going to get picked up and she's going to be sentenced to probably 6 months in a Wayne County jail. We're here
Muse?
for putting other people's lives in danger. Operating under the influence, some people could have died, including her.
Yeah.
Child abuse, the children are
That's the one.
traumatized. So we're not going to act like just because these are misdemeanors, they're not serious. I can see your face, Miss Young. Just know that. So I disagree with you, Miss Stevenson. I think that Miss Young thinks that we're inconveniencing her life. And she's the one convicted of child abuse and operating under the influence. I disagree that this probation has had any rehabilitative impact on Miss Young. But by the time we get to June, rehabilitation is no longer my goal. By the time I get to June, rehabilitation is no longer the goal of the court.
Okay.
At that time, the court is only interested in Miss Young serving a sentence for her crimes, 2 of them, the crimes for which she has been convicted. I'm going to set the matter for review Thursday, June 22nd.